So I'm sure you all remember me saying that you can tell as much about a person from what they do not say as from what they do say. Okay? It's the same way with the news and with all information that we're allowed to look at, which is why this whole book banning thing in Florida to me sounds like fucking Nazis. Absolutely, positively sounds like Nazis. Okay? DeSantis is a Nazi. The guy before him was a climate denier. Climate denier, huh? Here, let me show you something, dip fuck. From 1925 to 1977. That's how much subsidence has happened. Now, can you imagine from 1977 until today, right now, the valley floor is subsiding 1 foot a year. 1 foot a year. That's a minimum, okay? 1 foot a year. So how come we don't see a picture from 1977 to 2022? Because that would scare the holy shit out of people. So this is where the ground used to sit. Up here. All of this is just till 1977. This has sunk another 30 feet this direction. Probably about that, almost as much as what you see here, it has sunk again. Yeah. Why don't we have, why don't we have water? I'll show you again. State of California. The snowpack up here is where we get all our water. Okay? This snowpack right here. This is where we get it. Most of this runs back that direction into the ocean. So we're relying on this strip of land right here to provide this valley with its water. Well, the reason that there's so much subsidence and so little water is because these people here have been allowed to basically cut down. This is Mount Shasta. Okay. You can see all the stripping. All these trees have all been removed. Stripped. 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 All of this is all stripped land. Now, I can tell you, when snow falls on these things are like mile long. When snow falls on this shit right here, see, this is a small clear cut. This is what they have to leave legally. And so rather than leave it over here on the edge, they put it out here in the middle. Now, when snow lands on that, it cannot stick. It can't stick. You see, it's complete, the entire fucking area. This is private or public land. That's why it's not stripped, or it would be stripped. So you can't have snow land on this and stick, because it immediately evaporates. Okay? You can see where they've previously stripped in areas that's trying to grow back, but looks pretty fucking unhealthy. So these are where your fires start. When lightning strikes one of these bigger trees, very seldom does it catch fire. Okay? When it strikes one of these down here, these catch fire rather readily. So this is why we don't have any water in the state. It's because there is no place for that snow to sit and soak into the aquifer. And this goes all the way down to fucking Los Angeles, you guys. This is what humans are doing. And then you get morons. Total, complete, just idiots who are like, climate change, you can't even say don't say climate change or we'll fire you. He literally did not allow any public officials to say the word climate change. And it was hilarious because they'd be trying to give an interview and they go, well, because of, and they'd literally gag on their words. And he's the governor of a state? What? Well, you see, when oil companies are supplying all of your funds for you to be reelected into your cush fucking job, You say what they tell you to say. Again, not an ass kicker, but an ass kisser for money. This is just one part of what we're doing to the planet. We could go out in the ocean and look at the gyres that are full of fucking plastic, islands of plastic that are just as big as Long Island. To deny climate change is to condemn the human race to extinction. You got that? Condemn the human race to extinction. That is what you're doing. Sad. People don't know the truth. And Google Earth, they don't help. If you zoom out a little bit, all those clear cuts disappear. And all you see is a beautiful, the Sierra mountain range. When my great-granddaughter is 30 years old, if we continue at this rate, literally there will be a bay that in Sacramento or in the Imperial Valley area at high tide, it could be as deep as 90 feet. Once water starts pouring into the valley, we'll never be able to stop it. We'll have a saltwater marsh, a brackish water marsh that's going to breed mosquitoes and disease, and it's just going to be a fucking nightmare. That's the southern part, south of Sacramento. Okay, north of Sacramento, yes, we have subsidence. Not quite as much, but we do. But bedrock is closer. That's why. We supply the water. Okay, the water we have in all of our lakes and the mountains here that flow that direction, all of our water goes south. It's just tragic that the lack of education and the fucking ignorance that is allowed to exist is why we have problems. People should know what's happening, and the people that are making the money are fighting every single time someone wants to show, look, this is what they're doing. They shut them up. They eliminate them from the internet. The YouTube algorithm completely fucking ignores them. It's just so fucking sad. It is so sad. Ignorance and stupidity. Okay? That's what they've bred into the American public. How else can someone believe that the angel of death is going to come and kill all the Democrats? I'm like, oh, you're a loving kind, aren't you? Forgiving too, just like Jesus. Wow. Fibonacci. If it wasn't for Fibonacci, I would have already fucking given up. The truth is that the majority of people are not like that. That's the truth. The majority of people are not like that. And I'm predicting in November that they're going to show the rest of these nut jobs that they are a minority, that they believe that the whole world is behind them to stop the cabal of child-eating Democrats. Oh, independence? There are no independence, kids? Insanity. Human insanity. Sometimes I try to laugh at it, but then I look into the future and it's fucking terrifying. All these billionaires, you know what they're thinking? Well, when I die, that'll be it, and there won't be any consequences. And so therefore I could give a fuck right now about everybody else. The only thing that matters is me and my money and how powerful and how I have a yacht that I can tell everybody, look at me. Look at how awesome I am. I have a big fucking boat. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, you are a piece of shit. Literally. You disgust me. I see starving children is what I see. I don't see a yacht. I see starving children. I see polluted air, polluted ocean. I don't see your big fucking boat. I see your horror. I hope you know that.